And early this month, a video surfaced on a low-profile Weibo account, just 6 seconds long. It showed a single aircraft making a high-speed bank over what appeared to be farmland in northern China. No sound, no commentary, just the hum of wind and a blurry, gray silhouette. At first glance, it could have been dismissed as just another J-10 or J-16 fighter. But the silhouette was different, too sleek, too flat, too sharp. I paused the clip, enhanced the frame, and ran it against China's known fleet. It didn't match anything. That was when I knew I had stumbled onto something bigger. And now, after months of digging, cross-referencing satellite imagery, and speaking to experts, it all makes sense. Not because the image revealed strength, but because it revealed strategy. Over the past 3 years, China's aerospace development has accelerated into a zone that defies conventional intelligence work. Platforms like the J-35, J-36, and the stealth-capable J-50 have been observed in testing, while drones from the GJ and CH series are being prototyped, tested, and even exported at breakneck speed. According to a 2024 analysis by the Stockholm International Peace Research Institute, China now accounts for nearly 15% of global arms exports, with UAVs and combat aircraft forming a growing share. Carrier-capable AWNC aircraft like the KJ-600 have moved from mock-up to near-operational status in less than 5 years. In fact, satellite imagery from March 2025 suggests that at least 3 KJ-600s are now conducting regular takeoff and landing drills at the Fujian carrier's land-based training site in Liaoning. But here's the catch. What's visible may not be real, and what's real may never be visible. That's the logic behind what some analysts now call China's fog of air power. You see, in the West, we often associate military strength with visibility, showcasing new aircraft at air shows, releasing technical specs, and letting journalists on board for exclusive looks. China does the opposite. It releases images just blurry enough to provoke curiosity. It leaks grainy shots of flight lines, half-completed prototypes, and unlabeled aircraft parked beside decommissioned fighters. It does this on purpose. Take the mock-up spotted on the flight deck of the Wuhan Carrier Test Facility in late 2024. Known as the Carrier Playground, this site has historically hosted full-scale models for deck training. But one aircraft stood out, a sleek, angular body with swept-back wings and a triangular tail, bearing no resemblance to any current naval jet. That same silhouette, nearly identical, reappeared in the May 2025 video. Same proportions, same tail angle. Was it a prototype? A mock-up? A testbed airframe? Or something meant to be seen and misinterpreted? The U.S. handles its 6th-generation NGAD program like a Cold War secret. Hidden hangars, layered classification, zero leaks. China, by contrast, weaponizes visibility. It creates cognitive friction. A satellite photo here, a leaked video there, a model rolled out onto an obscure tarmac in Yinchuan or Xi'an for unknown maintenance. Each one forces foreign analysts to react. Each blurry shape is a seed of doubt. And doubt is expensive. A perfect example? Lintao Air Base, Gansu Province. In 2021, foreign satellites picked up several unfamiliar airframes parked beside a group of aging J-7 interceptors. These weren't new fighters, but they weren't standard J-7s either. Different wing geometry, extended nose sections. Some even had canard foreplanes. For months, Western defense communities debated whether these were a secret interceptor program, covert trainer variants, scrap prototypes repurposed as decoys. Here's what we now know. They haven't moved since. That's right. Over 3 years, those airframes have remained in the exact same spots. Which leads to one conclusion. They weren't meant to fly. They were meant to be seen. Then came a bizarre discovery at the defunct Xining Kojibao Airport in Qinghai Province. In satellite imagery from September 2024, a diamond-winged aircraft with twin-canted stabilizers and a pointed nose appeared on the runway. It had a bizarre, asymmetric shape, like something halfway between a stealth drone and a science fiction rendering. Some observers speculated it could be an early CH series prototype, or even an abandoned movie prop. But here's the thing. Its radar-evading geometry was deliberate. No amateur design includes blended wing roots and hidden engine inlets by accident. So was it part of an old program? Was it meant to lure attention? If you followed China's stealth evolution, you'll know that China often tests form separately from function. Some aircraft are built just to assess RCS. Others are non-flyable scale models used for wind tunnel calibration. The aircraft in Xining was never supposed to fly. It was a ghost designed to haunt satellites. Even more revealing was a moment in late 2023 when a group of Japanese F-15 scrambled in response to what they believed were 4 Chinese stealth aircraft approaching the East China Sea ADIZ. Radar confirmed multiple tracks. ESM receivers picked up faint emissions. But visual intercept confirmed only one live aircraft. The rest? Likely drones, or worse, decoys carrying radar reflectors. Think about the implications. China didn't jam Western radars. It fed them false positives. This isn't electronic warfare. It's psychological. Beyond the ambiguous platforms themselves, China's infrastructure buildup also supports this strategy. According to a March 2025 Pentagon report, the PLA Air Force and Navy now operate over 150 military-capable airfields, including 13 known stealth-suited test ranges, many of which were either unknown or inactive just 5 years ago. The report highlights China's expansion in Taklamakan and Inner Mongolia regions, where artificial terrain and underground hangars suggest large-scale RCS testing and clandestine UAV development. More notably, commercial satellite imagery firm Maxar identified at least 11 new radar cross-section test pavilions between 2022 and 2024, some located adjacent to civilian industrial parks, an indicator of China's deepening civil-military integration model. These facilities allow China to rapidly prototype, test, and discard designs, saturating the open-source intelligence landscape with overlapping evidence trails. And the scale is unprecedented. A 2024 RAND study estimated that China produces between 35 to 50 large-scale UAVs per month across 6 confirmed facilities, including those in Chengdu, Xianyang, and Wuhu. This rate of iteration dwarfs any Western equivalent and gives China the unique ability to prototype at production scale, a tactic that further muddies the line between testbed and warplane. You've heard of the CH-7 drone, a massive flying-wing UAV designed for ISR and possibly strike missions. It looks like something from a US DARPA lab. But here's what makes it special. It has a 15-hour endurance, a radar-reduced frame, and a mission profile strikingly similar to America's RQ-180, an aircraft that, officially, doesn't exist. Some say this resemblance suggests reverse engineering. But aerospace experts argue for something deeper, convergent evolution. When multiple nations chase the same goals, long-range stealth surveillance under tight aerodynamic constraints, they inevitably arrive at similar designs. The CH-7 is not a clone. It's a signal. We've arrived at the same solution you did. So what is China really doing? It's not just developing aircraft. It's developing uncertainty. This strategy isn't new. In World War II, Britain deployed Operation Fortitude, a deception plan so elaborate it included fake divisions, inflatable tanks, and phantom radio chatter to fool Hitler into defending the wrong beaches on D-Day. In the Cold War, the USSR famously deployed Maskirovka, a doctrine of deception that included fake airports, fake bombers, and even entire fake towns. But China's modern version goes further. It uses the open-source environment, satellite photos, amateur drone footage, leaks on social media, as a battlefield. Western analysts call this the intelligence tax. Each unknown aircraft costs money, time, and manpower to analyze. Dozens of think tanks and defense contractors around the world are pouring resources into analyzing shadows and reflections. Because in China, nothing appears accidentally. Imagine being a US military planner. You see a new fighter in Shenyang, a stealth bomber in Chengdu, a hypersonic testbed in Dunhuan. But only one of them is real. Which one do you prepare for? What if they're all real, but only one is operational? Or none are real, but all were built to make you think they are? This is the new doctrine of air power. Not just flight, but fright. And here's the most important takeaway. Every new aircraft doesn't need to fly. It just needs to raise a question. Each blurry video, each grainy satellite image, each unidentified hangar door becomes a message. Not to domestic audiences, but to foreign war rooms. We have more. We have different. We have what you don't know about. So the next time you see a low-resolution image leak out of a Chinese test facility, ask yourself, are you supposed to see it? Because in modern warfare, what you think you know can be far more dangerous than what actually exists. Let me ask you this. Do you think this is clever posturing? Or are we looking at the birth of a new kind of threat? One that fights with ambiguity instead of bullets? Is China bluffing with mockups? or building a force designed to win before the first missile is launched? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you're tracking China's aerial evolution as closely as I am, don't forget to subscribe. Because in this era, the real battlefield is what you believe.